Nice to meet you, Frida. We're going to my island for a few days.
Do you guys want to come?
You guys ever walk into a theater not knowing what to expect and walk out of the experience completely blown away? That was Blink twice for me. The film is absolutely phenomenal. Instant classic. Alia, Jess is Frida's best friend who was along for the ride. She's also the first to somewhat awaken from her experience. Can you talk about your approach to portraying someone who seemingly is losing it, but actually revealing the truth throughout the film? And also, can you talk about working with Naomi to cultivate that best friend vibe?
Yeah. I feel honored. I really love my character, and she is kind of like the truth teller, but you don't know if she's crazy or not, which is, a certain archetype for women. But it was a great role because it was like nuanced. I got to be, funny, but then also trying to process something without seeming weird in front of people, which is, an experience that I think we've kind of all gone through where you're trying to play it cool, but you're like, I'm actually freaking out. And then working with Naomi was just like such a blessing. Like it was so easy to play her best friend. And I hit it off with her right away, and we just kind of had instant chemistry, and I think Zoe really knows how to pick them. So I was glad to be picked.
Speaking of that, before we even know what's going on, I think Zoe did a tremendous job of building this ensemble that the audience really wants to get to know. Christian, tell us a little bit about Vic, because he's kind of like the jerk who everyone kind of puts up with. So talk to me about him a little bit. And also everything that I've heard about this film is that the experience behind the scenes was absolutely phenomenal. You guys were almost like housemates. Can you talk about bonding with your fellow cast members off the screen?
Yeah. I had a lot of fun with Vic being kind of annoying. We had a couple of fun, annoying moments. Where it was like, get it,
Lighter, yeah.
Yeah. So I enjoyed that. That was my job. So I just tried to think of what would I do in this particular situation and then do the opposite. So it felt right for who Vic would be. And then, yes, we spent a lot of time together. We were all shooting in this one location. We had breakfast, lunch, and dinner together. We go out on adventures together. It felt like camp, and we had a blast. One of the things we did was go on a cenote. And this guy...
Well, cenotes, we shot in Mexico, and cenotes are these swimming holes formed when the dinosaurs went extinct, when a meteor hit the Yucatan Peninsula a couple 100 million years ago, more or less. And we went swimming in said cenotes and bonded accordingly.
That's incredible. Now, Simon, you play Cody, who Zoe describes as an overly kombucha dude. Tell us about Cody, and what did you want to bring to the role that went beyond the page?
I love the overly kombucha thing. I haven't heard that yet. Look, my brother's a chef in real life. I just wanted to be able to, sell that I cared about, feeding everybody, because my brother really is like that. And I got to take a cooking lesson down there, and that was fun. And, similar to what he said, like you wanted to lean into like these guys on the surface seem like really good guys, but what's going on underneath is a lot more sinister. So just tried to play it very nice. And like she says in the movie, why does everybody seem like flight attendants from the 60s? Was that the line? Something like that? Yeah. It was fun to just lean into being overly fun. Yeah,
exactly.
And then by the time the third act comes around and you see what's really going on, I think that just really has more of an impact when it just seems like everything was so fluffy and fun when it actually wasn't. And it was shooting those scenes towards the end was not easy, but we knew what we signed up for when we read the script, and I was just happy to help Zoe tell the story.
Yeah, I saw one trailer, and that's all I needed, because the shock of the movie was there. It was phenomenal. I think Zoe did a fantastic job, as well the three of you did. Thank you so much for your time. It's an incredible film. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Where have you been? I guess I just needed to disappear for a little while. So I sort of bought an island.
An island?